I think overall, I think we can just definitely take a stance that it was a very balanced budget. Given the macro situations, as the finance minister spoke about at the beginning of it, one was around, the U.S. interest rates going up this year, which will have impact on developing and emerging economies. The second one was the crude oil prices that he referred to, which will also have an impact. But of course, there is shale and other forms that can counter it from a price perspective. And finally, I think the last 2 weeks we've been witnessing the protectionism measures through, Trump and various things. I think under these circumstances, we have to look inwards towards India for a better overall balanced digital economy so that companies and various sectors within our own country can look at our own economy to sort of increase our own sort of revenues, but also create more employment. So from that perspective, I thought there have been some definite moves which I think would help us, in terms of stimulate the economy. I'll focus on just 2 points here. First one, I think that resonated with me was in terms of a strong stance that they've taken to tackle our whole non-compliance in society and eliminate the black money. I think they've made it very evident that they're going to go after that continuously. There's been an approach to provide relief for promoting the digital economy among individuals, as well as companies through lowering some tax slabs, as we've heard my colleagues mention. Providing exemptions and also in terms of reduction of customs duty was another important thing. Although I was slightly disappointed from a stand-up India and a startup India, somebody who's been working with a lot of startups, I was expecting to see a lot more tax incentives and also sort of provisions for starting the business and closing the business, which is very important because we anticipate that we will create about 20,000 startups in the next 3 years. So some policies around that are extremely important for us to sort of stimulate that part of the economy. Hopefully there'll be more written in the fine print when we see the news tomorrow. But from what we've heard today, I think there hasn't been much focus on that. In terms of digitization, I thought there was some positive things in sort of moving towards digital platforms around both public sectors, small scale businesses. We've heard railways and healthcare as well, which is always important because as we want to grow the startup economy, even though you might not be doing directly anything towards that, but if you're forcing all of the sectors to adopt digital economy, that in itself will provide opportunities for many parts to innovate and really start up new businesses. So from that perspective, I welcome that as well. So overall, I see that as a positive budget.